Good morning, everyone. Before I get started, just want to say a huge thank you to all of your beautiful comments, your love, your support for me over the last few days. I went into hospital for what is pretty much a routine procedure, and for the first time ever I had a really horrible reaction to the anaesthetic. So it sort of laid me up for a few days. I felt very tired, but it was the nausea that really got me. But anyway, I'm back on board, and I'm feeling really good. I'm still not 100%, but as close as I'm going to get. But I really was very anxious to get on this morning and wish you all a Merry Christmas and a wonderful break. And just to really give you my heartfelt thanks and gratitude for all of you, not just for the comments and all the beautiful things you say to me, but for your support over the last, what is really 2 years, I guess. All right, and I'll get into the readings. I did miss doing YouTube yesterday. I will try and get on again. I'll see how I'm going over the next week. I'm going to be taking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, but if you've got readings already booked with me, I will have them completed today, so I won't have anything outstanding. For those of you who want life coaching or readings in the new year, you can still send them through to me because I'll book them in now, and hopefully be fully back to normal by the time I return on Tuesday. I think that's everything. All right, let's get into your reading. Now, for the weekly readings, because I've missed a few of the weekly ones, I'm going to try and do some over the weekend. I'll see how I feel, but I'm only going to do the What's Cracking and the bonus read today. And just honour those people that I've already booked in. All right, we're going to use the Gilded Tarot Royale for this reading. Oh, I noticed the other day I went to the optometrist and got new glasses, and I realised how much I push them up now. I put the new ones on and they sat on my nose. The guy said to me, just bring in your old ones, we'll fix them for you. So, but I realise how many times I do that now. I'm really conscious of it. All right. Oh, thank you too for the beautiful people who've sent me Christmas gifts. I am so humbled by your generosity. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much for that. Because I have received the most amazing things. All right. Come on, let's get to it. Let's get going. They want a good shuffle this morning. All right, let's see where we're up to. Oh, there's my friend with the really big pentacle. Okay, Page of Pentacles coming straight out the gate. I really like this. It's got really nice energy this morning. The Page of Pentacles is a messenger. This is some sort of message coming through. I want to say it may have to do with work. It may have to do with study. Some of you may be getting incredibly good results for something that you've done. So you may have been hearing back or may hear back from wherever you've completed something with some sort of accolades around what you've done here, because there's a really big message, let me say, behind this pentacle. So it's very, very it's very important to you going forward. Somebody's giving you a message here that's going to be quite impacting on your life. So let's see where we're going here. All right, so if you're getting a message, it may be a message that just acknowledges you for something, because I feel here with this Five of Wands that there's this feeling of questioning yourself or doubting yourself here. And I feel like somebody is either giving you something to acknowledge your good work or acknowledge you. And it's sort of putting this back into place for you. You know, it's sort of that sort of beautiful thing. You know, somebody gave me a lovely compliment. This guy gave me a lovely compliment the other day, and it sort of sat with me all day. I felt so good about it, and I felt so good about what he'd said. And I think, you know, sometimes people don't realize the impact they have on our lives when they do something beautiful for us or show us a little bit of love. And it really does make such a difference to our self-esteem and how we feel about ourselves. Now, I know that we shouldn't rely on other people to feel good about ourselves. Absolutely. But there is something beautiful when someone else acknowledges your beauty or acknowledges who you are. So I feel like there's been some sort of doubt or something here on your behalf. And I feel like somebody sort of made you feel a little better about yourself. Look, wounded warrior coming through. So maybe it's something that someone's acknowledged that you've always sort of had trouble with. It may be that you've always had trouble, say, with doing maths or writing assignments, and you finally got something right and somebody's really giving you accolades for that, and it's really building up this sort of self-doubt here. The Nine of Wands is always something that's been repeating. It's not something that's a one-off, it's a repetitive thing, being hurt by things over time. But something is being corrected here. This is pretty tough energy, but it's sort of in a way really redeeming, as Spirit is saying here. So there's something here that's made you feel sad that somebody has sort of raised you back up again. And as I said, you shouldn't need other people to do that, but it certainly does acknowledge you. Some of us have gone through a life where we felt very invisible and we don't always feel people see us or notice us. And I hear it all the time in the coaching, this feeling invisible. It's got something to do with the way we adapted in our survival mechanism in childhood, where we ensure that people don't notice us. But it acts the opposite way when we get older, where we want people to see who we are and we don't get it. So there's sort of this feeling coming through with the cards this morning about some sort of sadness from the past that is being put right here. And I feel like it's got something here to do with somebody who could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But I actually feel for some of you, this could be a mother, wife figure, sister, somebody who here you're having this conversation with, who's about to sort of correct something for you that you've seen all your life in a very different way. So it's almost like you're getting some sort of confirmation here from somebody who's giving you this message that's going to sort of, it's almost like it's going to erase a tape or erase something within you that you've been perhaps adopting as part of your nature, for example. And we talk about this a lot with, sort of that energy of holding on to things that people have said to you because they've created some sort of limiting belief. So if somebody says, for example, you're not good at something, trying to think of something to use as an example. Maybe you've been told when you were a child, and it's one I've often used with people, that you're too loud, you're too noisy, you're too sensitive, it's always the too word, especially from narcissistic people. You're too much. You're too much for us, because it makes people feel uncomfortable. It has nothing to do with you. But a lot of people take that on board and take it on as a personal affront. So they live their lives right through constantly creating this persona of I'm too something. But I feel like somebody here is helping you to move that away. It's almost like you're getting something moved aside in your life that's going to help you see yourself differently. And it's a really good thing. Oh, there you go. You got the Cancer card here, the Chariot. Oh, I love that. Look, and it's flipped for the Seven of Pentacles. So for some of you, this has been holding you up from manifesting what you want. Some sort of limiting belief that somebody's put in your head. I've heard people say it and I think, where did you get that from? Whose voice is it? Whose voice is it speaking to you there? All right, so we have the Four of Cups. So this particular situation, this limiting belief, this idea you have of yourself, this energy of believing that you are less than who you are, has perhaps impeded your progress. So for example, if you were told you were too loud, you may have always avoided careers or always avoided people or situations for fear and shame. Because when you're told something and it goes deep within you, it creates shame and guilt because you're ashamed of what you've done and you feel guilty for embarrassing people or putting people through something. So if you're adopting that as your own, you're living your life through the eyes or the glasses of this shame and guilt that you've carried with you. And because of that, you may limit your opportunities to move forward. You may limit what is being offered to you because you fear that someone may see what you've got hidden within you, that shame and guilt. It's almost like fearing that someone else can see that very thing that you're hiding. So you may have like held yourself back from things because of that. That's why it's hard to manifest. Okay. All right, so we have the Ten of Swords. There's the end of it. Da-da! It's over. It's finished. Whatever this is that's been holding you back, it's over. It's finished. It's done. And look at this, a brand new start with the Fool. Taking a leap of faith. Wow, I'm loving this reading. It is really powerful. Okay. So you're finishing out or closing out some sort of cycle here. So whatever this has been doing, holding you back, stopping you from having what you want, whatever it is here that you've experienced, you're about to close out this cycle. Because the Fool tells me here you're about to start a new cycle. There is an ending here to all things that have held you back in the past. I'm just trying to think of some of the examples so some of you can understand them. You know, it might be that you've been told you would never have a healthy relationship. Maybe you've been told that you're not good enough to have a healthy relationship. And somebody's going to clear this for you. I don't know if it's a family member, a friend, whether it's someone who does this inadvertently, but somebody here is clearing the path for you. Because you're closing this out now and moving forward. Oh, it's really nice energy. All right, so we have the Tower. That's sort of expected here. Look at this. So for some of you, it's definitely clearing the path to love here. Oh, wow. Look at this. And the Magician. Holy dooly. What a beautiful reading. Ah, okay. So some of you have got brand new love coming in for this because of this. So I feel like for some of you here, it could be also partnership in business. It could be some sort of opportunity where you're working with someone new. Maybe you were always told that you were difficult to work with, or that you were very demanding, or I know the to word, you're to this, you're to that. It's other people's discomfort. You never take those things personally. If people insult you, it's because they have a problem, not you. And it's very hard to see when you're empathic because you take things very, very personally. And somebody was talking about what they see as rejection the other day. And I was like, the word rejection implies that it's your fault. There is no rejection. If somebody doesn't choose you, that's them, not you. You have not been rejected. You have not been abandoned. Somebody else has done this, not you. So I don't know why we tend to sort of personalize it. But when we're empathic, we're like little sponges. We soak everything up until we completely believe that everything is our fault, that we are the problem. So there's something here that's impeded you from finding a partner, a relationship, a partnership, friendship, something here that you have stopped yourself having. Maybe you had a friend once who told you that you weren't a good friend. So you may have avoided having friendships because you were frightened that somebody may see that you weren't good at what you did. It's perpetuate so incredibly well if people treat you that way. But what I want to say to you is it's being cleared for you here. The path is being cleared. It's really cool energy. But you are able to manifest now because of this. So whatever this is, it's stripping back something here. It's stripping back some idea, some way of thinking, some way you saw yourself in the world. It's allowing you to believe in yourself again. And there's a lot of energy here about being able to move forward. You know, maybe you're taking on this energy of the King of Wands. Maybe this is you now. Taking your power back and leading in your own life, being the leader. Look at this, and moving away from things that no longer serve you. I love this energy. It's really beautiful. All right, so for some of you, this is finding new love. For others of you, you may be creating some sort of partnership, some sort of friendship. But for others of you, it may be that you're just reconciling or coming back to something here from your past because it now needs to be acknowledged. Because maybe you've blamed yourself, maybe you've seen yourself at fault here. And I feel like whatever this gift is that you're being offered is helping you to see things in a very different way. I feel that you've had conflict around this over the years, so it's come round. So it may be that every time something's happened, it's reminding you that, you know, you feel that you're not good enough, or you can't do things this way, or you can never do that. And I feel like I hear this a lot with people saying things like, I'll never be able to do that. And I say, why? Oh, because, you know, when I was a child this, or somebody said that, or this happened in the past. And now your whole life is built on that faulty foundation. The whole life is built on this faulty foundation. Spirit is saying it's got to end. You can't keep going like this. You've got to stop it. You've got to close out this cycle and remember your value. Remember who you are, so that you can create here the things you want, so that you can bring in the love you so rightly deserve, that you've denied yourself. Okay, so we have you, wounded warrior, here. We have you sad about something that's happened in the past here. And I feel like somebody is giving you a truth here. Somebody is coming in, possibly a Cancer, with some sort of truth here that's going to make you understand that actually wasn't your business at all. Whatever somebody said or did in your past to hurt you, or to, you know, stall you, or to stop you having what you wanted, it was never yours to own. So you're allowing it to go here. And that very person, you could be reconciling with that very person too. It may be that, you know, having that conversation will help you get things back on track. Maybe you've had some sort of argument or some sort of issue or problem with someone in your past, and you've taken it on as being your problem, your issue. Oh boy, I don't know what card I want to pull. A couple of days off and I'm a little bit daisy. Let's go for a journey of love. That's the one that wants to come out, the pearl threaded. Oh, should have bought my little Christmas decoration. Everybody goes to so much trouble of putting Christmas decorations up, and I just haven't had a chance this week. Okay, so we have card 38. Okay, so I hope you can hear me through the noise now. Though we labour through the illusion of individuality and have to face our inner challenges in solitude, our spiritual transformation is not an independent event, nor is it for our victory alone as we approach the enlightened way of all-embracing love. Each human being is a pearl on the Divine Mother's garland, gradually assuming lustre and revealing beauty, worth and radiance over many lifetimes. Together we are creating a precious offering in return for her gift of life. We can learn to draw on the collective effort to allow our own journey to become integrated into the journey of the group without being weighed down, and instead to be lifted up. To do this, we honour the thread that connects each one of us, divine being, just like the various fingers that belong to one hand. Then we honour the pearl essence of our divine nature, that we are capable of growth and transformation, becoming divine beauty. This oracle brings you a message. You are to shift your perspective to allow all groups that you're involved in to become a source of energetic lifting rather than depletion. If a group you're involved in cannot do this for you, then you may not be in a vibrational resonance, and it may be time to seek a group that is more energetically supportive of your vibration. Trust your feelings and don't be scared to open up and allow yourself to connect with others. That way you can truly know if a group or gathering is for you or if you need to move on. But do trust that you're not alone on your journey, and the soul connections that will nourish you will draw you to them like strands of pearls on the Divine Mother's necklace. Oh, it's only a little tiny weeny poem here. Look, little tiny weeny poem today. And it says, hearts apart, remember love, and time stands still. I'll leave you with that. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you next week.